My lovers, welcome to my channel. My name is Made for Love, and welcome to another ghosted or no communication reading. I want to do these readings usually, to give some kind of closure where there possibly hasn't been any, because sometimes when people ghost you and you're talking to what used to be a master ghoster, yes, that's my confession. That's my confession. Ghosting comes from immaturity and fear. I really have to just put it out there objectively. It is fear, and fear of different things. People transgressing your boundaries, getting too close to people. I mean, it's going to be different for everybody. But for me, it was about a fear of being like taken advantage of. So the minute I saw anybody where I perceived they were playing the fool with me or playing mind games, and most times it was true, right? Where I perceived they were playing mind games with me or not appreciating me or not valuing me, my first instinct would just be to block their ass. You understand? And there are people that have been blocked for, 15 years, 16 years, right? But it's just, I would just rationalize and just tell myself, I'm just not engaging in that energy. But what I was also doing by not dealing with the situation maturely, I was also running from my own healing. Because as long as we are attracting these experiences to us, and I'm not saying it is your fault, but I'm putting the higher perspective out there, which is what we're meant to get as well. So you're not going to tolerate somebody transgressing on your boundaries and going in and out and that kind of shit and ghosting you. But certainly, my job is to bring you to the higher perspective. And the higher perspective is, if we are still attracting, and this is a lesson I learned just yesterday, again, that I had to reflect on yesterday again. If we're still attracting these experiences, especially people who are going in and out and all of that, it means that there's some wounding here, there, or something in your vibration that makes this person feel that you are going to accept that kind of behavior. One, or there's some kind of wounding that they are meant to trigger and bring your attention to, and usually it's some kind of abandonment issue, and they will continue to trigger it as long as you have that abandonment wound that's fresh and has not been dealt with. So I want you to keep that in mind. Once again, the closure from this reading, I also want to keep in mind that yes, this person may be immature and all that, but there's also something in your vibration and that needs to be looked at. Okay, I'm not saying it is your fault, but I'm saying we are on this healing journey to get the higher perspective, and I'm putting the higher perspective out there for you, for your attention. Okay, beautiful. All right, so let's get into this and let's see who we're tapping into right now, their current energy. This is the archetype cards, and I love this deck because it's so versatile. Let's see who we're dealing with. Who are we dealing with? What is their current vibration? This really helps me interpret the cards that come out. So we have a Knight, and I usually see this person as a Knight of Cups, this Knight card. So this is someone who's not expressing their feelings or may even be emotionally blocked. Okay, that's a Pisces energy. What are we dealing with here? We're dealing with a damsel in reverse. What is this? This is a codependent person, I'm sure. It says, waiting for a knight to provide for you, seduction by a romantic illusion. So that's exactly what I was talking about. It's that same Knight of Cups reverse energy. Okay, they don't have very good intentions, and this is someone who is codependent. They may even be making decisions in their life based on what might be more financially viable at this time, because this person is afraid to go it alone. Okay, what else we're tapping into? Now this person's just blocked, and then we have the prostitute in reverse. So if we didn't get clarity with that damsel in reverse, Spirit is bringing it back for you again. So this person has a self-confidence issue and may even have some kind of because this is This is sacral chakra activation, and that's what talked about, your motivation and your drive and your creativity, okay? So this person's blocked in that respect. They really don't think that they can create something that can thrive. And then we have a heart chakra blockage here, where we have the prostitute in reverse. And this is someone who's selling out their ideals and their emotions for material gain, right? So we have places material consideration and security above self-empowerment. So they are willing to give their power away just for some kind of material stability. So we're tapping into someone who's very blocked today. Okay, so look, we have the goddess in reverse. So that's someone totally ungrounded, and this is root chakra. So it looks like every chakra in this person here is blocked at this point in time. They're just closed off. Okay, there's no energy that's flowing there. Okay, we have the goddess in reverse. What's this? Exploitation of the female nature and form. So we're talking about a distorted feminine. Now it's masculine energy, but the feminine energy within them is distorted. And I'm all just God. They have a love-hate relationship going on with feminine energy. I never love-hate relationship going on with the feminine energy within them. Now, feminine energy within you manifests itself as, intuitive experiences, nurturing, but somehow this person was taught that these things, intuition, nurturing, so on, they're bad, or God, bad is so trivial. Gosh, words fail me. They're bad, or disempowering, makes them weak, that kind of shit. So, or may even be evil, because we're talking about intuitive experiences, and we're talking about spiritual gifts. So this person has not accepted that feminine aspect of self, okay, that nurturing aspect of self. So we're tapping into someone kind of have some kind of machismo kind of going on, alpha male or alpha female going on, okay? They have not accepted that divine feminine aspect of self, and therefore if they cannot accept it within themselves, then they cannot certainly accept it within you, viewer, and UDF, okay? And that's what we're dealing with, okay? They perceive this as being weak, but we have someone who's learning about boundaries and setting healthy boundaries in their life. So we do have that bright spark, but for the most part, this person that we're dealing with here, they're very spiritually, emotionally, I think even financially, because they're focused so much on the financial world. With that kind of energy being focused on lack, they will only manifest lack anyway. All right, so we're dealing with someone also financially blocked. Okay, all right, so let's go into the tarot. And I want to thank Sandra for this early Christmas gift of the Legacy of the Divine Tarot, because I love Ciro Machete. I do. And we are going to ask the tarot, why did this person do it? Why did they block you? Why did they block you? Why did they ghost you? Why they're not communicating at this time? Why are they not communicating at this time? For some reason, my bloody lights are kind of flickering. Maybe they don't have the energy. That's what I'm getting. This person's vibrating very low. That's what I'm getting here. We have the world in reverse, right? So they're in a karmic cycle. Their world has been turned upside down. I'm getting that there are a lot of imperatives facing your person, and I think one of the main ones is a financial issue. All right, why did they do it? So we're talking about the past now. Why did they do it? Okay, we have the Three of Cups. All righty. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. We have Judgment in reverse. Scorpio. We have Justice in reverse. Libra. Well, we know the story, right, guys? I don't even have to interpret this shit for you. And then we have the Queen of Cups. All right. So this person was facing a choice. They were facing a choice between, it looks like you and some kind of karmic energy in their life. Now, the karmic energy could even be a job, okay? You have to take it how it resonates for your situation. So they were facing a choice. There you are, giving all this love. Let me love you. If you know how we can get, let me love you. You're a divine being of light. You know, you know how we are, right? Very intense. We are intense when it comes to the expression of the emotions. So we're telling them all these things, but they had karma to resolve elsewhere. Okay, I think there were people making, well, and I think there was a lot of interference because we're getting interference right now with the idiot that lives next door. But anyway, I think there's a lot of interference as well. Let me just pause this because it's going to be annoying. Hold on. You know those people who need attention, right? The neighbor is one of those. So you know they play loud music, they might drive fast cars. They need that kind of external validation. That's the neighbor. And I think, remember, everything that happens in a reading is part of the reading. So you were dealing with someone who required external validation of many. For this reading, I'm not getting was just one karmic alone, okay? Okay, and it could even have been family members, friends, that kind of thing. And from the time a first card comes out as a Three of Cups, we know we're talking about a good time boy, a good time girl, right? You know, the drinking, partying, dancing, having a good time. It wasn't really serious. It wasn't really looking for a serious relationship. Their judgment was off and they were unawakened, all right? So they couldn't perceive the situation accurately, and they couldn't see who you were and what you had to offer. So you were telling them all this shit about they have a soul mission and all that kind of thing. I'm sure you told them all kinds of stuff, right? I know I sure did, right? So you tell them all and it's like, interesting. When can we fuck? You know, they were just not on their soul mission. They were not on the spiritual line at all. I think, you know, it feels like the vibration of something. Yeah. Listen, see what they need to get by, and then, you know, when do we get down to business kind of thing. But, you know, and that's because they were in karmic energies, okay? We have this justice card in reverse, and they had to settle karma elsewhere. So, as much as we can sit here and say that this person had a choice, sometimes when it comes to karma and karmic magnetism, you really don't. This karmic magnetism is powerful, and it stays there as long as there's a karmic debt there. That karmic magnetism is in operation. This person does not even know why they are choosing a karmic partner or a karmic path. It's magnetic. And it will continue to be magnetic as long as there is a karmic debt. It's only when the karmic debt has been settled and the debt has been paid off, then they can really see this karmic, whatever it's a job, parents, family members, they can really see these karmics for who they really are. And sometimes by that time, they're deep in the shit, they're deep in the mud, right? So this is what I'm getting. They had karma to settle elsewhere. So you here offering love, they could not receive it. They were blocked. And they are still blocked. But there's a light here with this boundaries card, but there's still very much, you're speaking to a block, you're speaking about a blocked person right now, okay? So what was their headspace regarding you at the time? What was their headspace regarding you? We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Taurus filled with Capricorn energy. This is going to be triggering, I'm letting you know. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. And we have the Six of Wands in reverse. All right, so this person was in total pride and ego. Now, not only that, but this person has very low self-esteem and they are heavily codependent, which was one of the main messages that came out right off the bat, right? Heavily codependent, they're accustomed to manifesting and being in toxic relationships. So you weren't giving them the vibration that they needed to feel alive, okay? You know, there are some people, they need the drama. Inside of them is drama, so they will only manifest drama, and they need the dramas, right? So, you know, you were burning their house down, burning their clothes, and, you know, that kind of things, following them in your car and that kind of stuff. You weren't giving them that kind of excitement, which they needed, right? Because they were modeled that kind of shit is love, right? So you weren't giving them that. They needed that toxicity, and they just weren't getting it from you, okay? So it was not in their mindset to offer you anything solid. I'm letting you know right now. At that time, it was just not in their mindset. They were very sexually attracted to you. I'm getting here from that Queen of Wands reverse. But I'm also getting that they might have been entertaining somebody else. And this is just because this person has low self-esteem and they need the external validation of many in order to feel good. All right. So that's where this person's head was at. Now, what were their feelings regarding you and the situation at that point in time? I'm going to go into my emotional intelligence deck. So this is the past, okay? And we have to revisit there because some people have not gotten closure on the past. And they may not understand why their person was doing the things that they were doing. All right, so heart space. They were under defense. I told you their heart was closed off. And it looks like to some extent they are still closed off to love. You were coming at them with so much beautiful love and intensity, but they couldn't receive. They couldn't receive. Look, we have their under defense. They couldn't receive it. They couldn't receive it at all. You see, apathetic, disconnected from their emotion, totally closed off. They couldn't receive it. Okay, we have escape. They wanted to run. Okay, you come with all that love. Nah, run. Running time. Okay, fearful, avoidant, afraid of getting in too deep, afraid of being hurt. They thought that they thought this love that they felt really threatened them because they felt they could get caught up in this, and then you're gonna give them that power. They know they're gonna get. Yeah, they're gonna give you that power over them, and that you would hurt them because they expect, for them, emotional investment meets pain. Whether they were modeled that as a child or this is their past experience in relationships, right? We're looking at someone here who's deathly afraid of being hurt. Let's pull some cards on these. Yeah, they were under defense because this person, whether you know it or not, they have a lot of insecurities about themselves. We got that. Feeling very insecure. They have low self-esteem and they saw you there standing in your power. Look at you, right? Queen of Cups again. The psychic. That's another thing. They couldn't put any bullshit past you, right? They couldn't do their usual shenanigans and mind games, okay? Because you saw right through them, and that did not sit well with them at all. So as much as they recognize this big cup of love here, they weren't having that shit. They were not interested. Heart was closed off. But this is karmic. This is karmic. And look at the epitome of heart closed off. The King of Cups in reverse, right? This is heart closed off, and this is emotional manipulation. Okay, the master psychologist, the mind fuck. This is what they were trying to do with you. I'm just gonna be honest, and that's because this person was in pain. This person was in pain. They didn't love themselves. They were in pain. 10 of Swords in reverse. There was some kind of issue there, an outstanding issue that they had not healed. And what do hurt people do, guys? Hurt people. So they want to run. They might have even been engaging in escapist behaviors, different addictions, that kind of thing that kept them stuck. They may have been standing in the same spot for decades. For some of them, they might have run into another relationship, an unhappy one right now. Okay, an unhappy one. But they couldn't trust the situation. That's what I'm getting. They couldn't trust the situation. They didn't know how to give equally to this connection. They didn't know how to be fair to you. They saw you there standing in your power, and that scared them. It triggered all their insecurities and all their wounding. They felt like a child next to you. And then on top of this, bam, then we have the lack mentality and looking at the finances, right? So whatever they chose over you, whether it was a job or another person, somehow they felt that would be more financially abundant. But from the cards that are coming out, I am getting that's a no. That's a no. All right, so let's see what is happening in this person's life right now. And then I'll take it to the extended, and where we explore their their current feelings and thoughts around you. Okay. All right. So let's see. And I'll get some messages from their 5D and 3D self as well. Okay. So let's see what's happening in their life right now. Right. So for some of them, they may have gotten married. Okay. Yeah, it's a third party. So there's something here about a marriage. Ooh. Okay, we have occupation. So 34 reduces 7. So this could be the 7 of Pentacles. So they're making some kind of investment or they're working hard. We have expectation. I see them waiting, and it looks like they're waiting for something to end, because the card number 28, that reduces to 10. So they're waiting for something to end so that they can invest in something, but they're working hard. That's what I'm seeing. Now we have high honor. Okay, and another number 7. So this person is being guided by spirit right now. Now high honor can sometimes tell me about them finally learning their self-worth. High honor could also be pride and ego. Okay, high honor could also be some kind of achievement. So I'm going to pull cards on these, right? And then we have a community that's involved here, and your person getting a different perspective on this community, because 39 reduced to 12, and 12 is the hangman, and it's about a different and higher perspective. So let's break down these cards and let's see what spirit is trying to get to us right now. So they're working hard. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, they're burdened. They're burdened. They thought they would get a free ride. Remember, they were looking for somebody to take care of them, and that backfired. That backfired. Okay, they are the one that's been saddled with the burden now, and they feel stuck there because this person has an abandonment issue. Okay, they have an abandonment issue, and they may not want to abandon others, especially if there is some kind of child involved, because I just saw a child card. Let's see the expectation though. All right, so it looks like for some of them, they're waiting for a marriage or the breakdown of some kind of relationship. Look, I see the Fool here. So this person's waiting to take a leap of faith, but something has to happen. I don't know if it's a divorce or breakup. Yeah, because they're no longer investing in this situation. We have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so there's an expectation that something is going to end so that they can have some kind of reunion. I'm getting the reunion is with you. But in the meantime, they've closed their heart off. This person is on the defense right now. They're not expressing their emotions. What's this high honor card? Okay, we got the player. The player's coming out, Mr. Knight of Wands. Okay. And then we have the Knight. We have the 9 of Pentacles. So what I'm getting from this now, besides being a player card, this is also the following your heart card and being passionate. And it looks like this person is gradually stepping into self-love and independence. Now, we did have that boundaries card. And 9 of Pentacles also all about boundaries and self-love. So I'm getting your person's being guided by spirit to their highest timeline. That's what this high honor is about. Their highest timeline here. But they're trying to be patient. Okay? They're trying to be patient. They can't move forward just yet. For some of them, there are children involved here. Okay? That's what I'm getting. But we have this community that is interfering, because I'm getting an interfering community. So, and just as I was about to tell you guys, some of you guys need to go watch a Taurus reading from today, and bam, Taurus came out, okay? Because this was a whole message in the Taurus reading about the interfering narcissistic family members. So please go watch that reading, because as I was about to tell you, some of you guys, and then it popped out, need to watch a Taurus reading. So this person learning a big spiritual lesson, and they're learning that lesson from the karmics, not one, the karmics around them. Now the karmics around them want them to stay committed to this karmic energy. Thank you for that. Thank you for that confirmation. Want them to stay committed to this karmic energy, but they know the truth. They know the truth. So now they're starting to see the whole community in a whole different light. See just how toxic everybody is in their relationships. But what do they do with this now? This is your person's quest. What do they do with this knowledge? Do they continue as they are in a situation where they are clearly not happy? Or do they do something different and step into their soul purpose? That's happening. So if this feels like, if it feels true in your heart, feels like your vibration, join me in the extended. And what we're going to do there, we're going to look at how are they viewing you now. We're going to look at their emotional space with regard to you right now. We're going to look at what are their intentions towards you. We're going to look at how do they see you guys a year from now? What do they expect to happen? We're going to get some 3D message. We're going to get some 5D messages. And then I am going to see what will be their actions towards you within a month's time. And of course, I will get an advice card from Spirit for you. Okay? So guys, grateful for your likes, shares, subscribes. Thank you guys so much, especially for your subs. That's so lovely. And if you're able to go a step further, if you can interact with any of the ads that may play during this reading, that would be beautiful energy exchange for me, because in all relationships, it's equal energetic exchange. And you should do that for any reader that you enjoy, because, you know, it's a Tao Te Ching, right? That equal energetic exchange that keeps everything flowing. All right, guys, thank you so much. Take care. Bye.